There is also news tonight from the U.S.-Mexico border. The Biden administration now saying the more than 500 families still separated by the Trump administration's zero-tolerance policy could be allowed to reunite in the U.S. if they choose and potentially stay here in the U.S. Meantime, the number of unaccompanied minors growing, and tonight questions about new tents going up. Here's our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, from the border tonight.
For tens of thousands of asylum seekers like Armenia, cradling the hope that 2 years in these transit camps might soon end. Tonight, a promise from the Biden administration.
We are operating under a broken immigration system, and we need to fix it.
A massive overhaul of the Trump-era immigration policy. The administration tonight taking aim at perhaps the most controversial part, the separation of parents from their children at the border. Homeland Security Chief Alejandro Mayorkas saying the 506 families that remain separated by policy critics have labeled a human rights violation would be allowed to reunite in the United States or their country of origin. The Biden administration also pushing back on criticism that it is housing migrant children in the very tent cities Democrats criticized the Trump administration for building.
It takes time to build out of the depths of cruelty that the administration before us established.
But quietly, change has been happening. The administration peeling back a program that forced migrants seeking asylum to wait in limbo on the Mexican side of the border. Today, crossing the border, we visited one of those makeshift encampments in Matamoros, Mexico. Beneath these tarps and behind this concertina wire are about 700 migrants. They are just some of the 25,000 migrants that have been waiting, some of them for up to 2 years, for their chance to have their cases heard in the U.S. Families like Blanca and Jonathan's. They and the 3 children they share, the youngest only a month old, endured nearly 2 years of camp life. But over the weekend, they crossed into the U.S. I was so thankful to God, he said. I couldn't even believe it. And tonight, the message to migrants and asylum seekers like Armenia hoping to cross into the U.S. Patience.
We are not saying don't come. We are saying don't come now, because we will be able to deliver a safe and orderly process to them as quickly as possible.
And Matt Gutman with us tonight live from Brownsville, Texas, on the border. And Matt, we know President Biden spoke with Mexican President Obrador today about the U.S. relationship with Mexico. We've seen the moves by the Biden administration making to overhaul the immigration policy of the administration before, but you have learned tonight that officials are also in some places seeing an increase in illegal border crossings.
Across the board, David, they are seeing what they're calling a significant spike. And the most concerning to them is what you just mentioned, unaccompanied minors crossing. They say that 9,000 children and teens crossed into the U.S. just in the month of February. They add that right now in U.S. custody, there are 12,000 unaccompanied minors. David.
All right, Matt Gutman tonight. Matt, thanks. Now.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.